whenever I check the comments, it's like a bot. So that's kind of just how that is. I don't know why.
Sounds about right. I mean, Twitch isn't really an airsofter's paradise. That's more of a...
I wish it was, though, honestly, because like I like Twitch's like streaming UI. It's built really well for
Well, dude, they've banned people for just touching guns.
Yeah, I know. It's like it's kind of mixed how they allow stuff.
So if I pick up the completely Lego gun,
yeah, you might get us flagged for that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a rough time. We are live, by the way, but
That's fine.
yeah, it's one of those things where like it's very possible that they'll flag us for just even having something that like could appear to be a gun.
The AI will just nuke you.
Yeah, so it's just we don't even want to risk it.
That sounds about right. It's more crowded in here every time I'm
It's
in.
a rough time. Oh my gosh, why? Okay, there we go.
Who's commenting?
Hi, PDM Jax, Aiden TF, yo. Hello, people. We're gonna let some people filter in a little bit.
You got a slider in here? Okay.
Say what's up. Am I out of focus? I feel like I'm out of focus.
Come on, lock in, Ross.
Well, it's hard with the current angle we're working at here. Because I'm sitting a lot further front than you are.
Where's the milk? I don't know.
Donde leche?
We got Eric Airball in here?
Eric
No
Airball
way.
here.
We're honored.
Oh, man.
We're honored to have such a vet in the community.
Only 5 people on Instagram. We'll let a few people filter in before we do our introductions, but are there any events you're going to play at anytime soon, Justin? Anything you're looking forward to?
I might be going to Take One. What is it? Take One Takeover?
Yeah, Take One Takeover.
Which is like their mini bolt bash, which is, I don't know. It sounds like it's going to be a good time. They got,
You working it or just going up to play? I know we'll have a table up there.
I gotta ask D2 because I don't know if what he's planning. You know,
It'll probably just be a one-person table then, I'd assume.
I don't know if it'll just be.
What did we do
one
last
person.
year?
We never went to Take One Takeover before.
I thought we did last year. Or no, that was the EA Fest.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Which I also might be going to EA Fest just because that's always a good time watching the people battle it out at CSL and all the sweats get their epic clips and stuff.
Oh, it's fun. I love the serious competition stuff. It's fun.
It's entertaining. The drama's always a sour spell on it, but
yeah. Juice don't love me no more.
Oh no, you're fine. I played against you. You sauced me up. Why wouldn't I like you? We got Travis.
Should go to the Crescent Directive. Yeah, it was something that was on our radar for a while. It just didn't really work out. That's the I think that is.
Is that the mirror game at Crescent, or?
Yeah. That's the mirror one because the other one was Fractured Skull. So that's the one that's like 2 weeks from now. Yeah, we looked into it. I mean, it is close enough that like we'd love to go up there. The AO is cool, but we just weren't able to with how it is around the shop right now. And I forgot we don't have any music playing.
Oh man!
I was like, it's kind of quiet.
Where's my lo-fi?
I know.
Where's my little Asian lady on the screen, please?
No, you get Rat Detective Boogie.
What?
This is Rat Detective Boogie.
Rat Detective Boogie.
Yeah, and it's fire.
Dude, did you take your pills this morning?
Nah, bro, I'm going up the schizo right now, man. We're about to start gang stalking people on the live.
Dude, we're just gonna start going through all of your accounts. If you're on the live, we're gonna go through your Instagram. Just be wary. We're gonna make fun of your kids.
All right. Well, this is the weekly Amped Airsoft Lunchtime Live. I'm Ross, and I'm joined today by a new member of the live.
Yeah, I guess I'm new to the lives. I got my hair cut on a live like a year ago. I'm Justin. I'm in the tech department here. I kind of just do stuff when it needs done occasionally. I don't know.
Yeah, so we're here to answer all your Airsoft questions. So if you got any, you can shoot them in the chat now, and we will address them. But today at 1:30, we are giving away this here AGM Taipan TM256 that does things that Instagram doesn't like me to describe, but it gives you superpowers, and it's really cool. So at 1:30, we'll be giving that away. So if you entered that, or if you haven't yet, you still have time to do so. Just go to our Instagram post. But if you have entered, stick around at 1:30 for us to do that drawing. Good luck to everyone on that. I am rolled to judge mine. Shoot, he wants us to judge his.
All
right, we'll judge you, kid.
While you're pulling that up, will Instagram really not let you describe that mysterious box?
Oh, they don't like it. No,
They don't?
They don't like it.
Okay.
They don't like me saying words that associate with those things.
Ah. It's a telescope, guys. That's all it is. I
Yeah,
swear.
yeah. Instagram's not letting me just link straight from his profile, so let's see if I can.
All right, we're keyboard detectives right now. Let's see it.
Okay, I guess I can't. Can I?
Control V, no?
They won't let me. That's what I did.
Oh man, that's weird.
What was these? Rolls.
Rolls with the Z.
Rolls, we're coming for you. Hang on. Here we go. Here we go.
Let's see this kid.
You're private. We can't even look at your
Come
kid.
on, man.
All right. Well,
TRP
we
training
tried.
this weekend. How we feeling?
how we feeling about the training? Have you heard about that? Are you
What?
aware
What?
of the training? Do you know, like?
What train? Is it not a normal TRP?
No, it's not a normal TRP. So
Oh.
TRP is hosting an urban ops experience, and from the sound of it, it sounds like it's just like training, like learning how to do.
So not force on force. It's like.
I don't know. I have no idea really. I mean, they claim it's going to be some CQB training, some like ambush training. I don't know, all pretty much everything in one. I don't know. We were trying to get to the bottom of what all is like included in that, and we couldn't really get there.
Is
so.
that this weekend?
Yeah, it's this Sunday.
Oh, I might go to that. That might be fun. Fun to see how
It's
they
more
do.
expensive than their regular open place.
Really?
It's 35 instead of 25. Yeah.
Do they have any like vet group coming out to teach it, or is this being taught by staff?
So someone asked, and they were told that it was the trainers are ex-military, ex-law enforcement, ex-security, but no specifics. So who knows? I don't know who's training. I don't know who's running it.
It seems to be vague. Yeah.
Yeah, Eric, it does seem to be vague. I am curious though, what all it entails. I mean, listen, I'm always for training and getting better, especially for like newer players, just getting them used to the sport and more into it. I'm just a little concerned by the wording of it.
Vague stuff is never fun in airsoft.
No, if it was a more concrete, like I knew what to expect,
Yeah.
I think it'd be better. But the vagueness of it is what kind of throws me off.
Are we
'cause
doing a trailer for that or no?
we're not even going to be up there.
Okay.
I think we're setting up a raffle prize for them, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But we might be setting up a raffle prize for them because they are doing a giveaway at the end of their day. But yeah. He said, no, hold on. Okay, you good. Okay, I am Rolls, I think, unprivated himself for
saw-
us to creep.
That's fine. While you're pulling that up, I saw a comment in there. Someone just got a Heretic
here we go.
Inferno, which that's going to come with the Blackleaf board with a electronic safety. They're really cool and really fun. They also don't have a limiter built into them like the standard Wolverine Inferno does. The standard Wolverine Inferno limits your semi-auto rate of fire to your full auto rate of fire. The Heretic doesn't. So, way more tunable.
Do you recognize this type of mask? I haven't seen these.
Empire mask? It
Empire?
kind of looks like the HK ones.
I was going to say it looks more like a dye, but yeah, it's like a mix between the two.
It looks good.
Yeah, it does look good.
What rifle we got in there? KWA?
That's what it looks like, the KWA. The Speedsoft Ready.
Okay.
Milwaukee.
Let's stalk more of his account.
We are.
The Punisher skull patch.
The Punisher skull patch.
Brother.
Oh man, no, I mean the kit looks good. You know you're doing CQB stuff. That's what you got. That's what you need.
All black kit, 1-point sling, NEM4 will do pretty good in CQB. You know?
Yeah. No, it's
Is that
fun
marshmallow
looking
on there? Oh my gosh.
good. All right, we're gonna stop creeping on your page, but the high cap looks nice.
That's nice. What slide is that? Is that like the,
that looks like the,
the
half.
edge?
It's the half cut. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the
the
it's
edge
the
slide.
back half only. The half recoil. Cool.
Yeah, no, she looks clean. What else we got rolling in here?
Gray Bush, hello there. What's up? How are you sexy mother lovers doing? We're doing good. I mean,
I'm alive.
doing good.
Yeah, I'm alive. You know, it's a Wednesday, halfway there.
Yeah,
So, pretty good.
Yeah. No, it is good. It's a little hot out here still, honestly. I wish the temperature would go down a bit, but it's been doing better, so.
AI generated event.
Who said that?
Eric.
Eric said that.
Can we talk about that? What's with Airsoft Fields and doing AI cover art?
Oh, dude, the AI stuff, it hurts my soul, man.
It does. It
hurts
hurts me
my
too.
soul. As a content creator who enjoys good photography and stuff, it hurts when I see AI. I understand I mean, I get it, especially for smaller fields. I
Oh
get
yeah,
it, but
you know, you're
it
not going to
does-
have the money to do a video guide. But
Yeah.
it's not that hard to get an iPhone and take a photo of someone playing, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think that there's a limit to AI. I mean, you can use it when working on things to a certain degree, but there's like when it's a totally AI generated project, it just reads a little off to me. But
Oh, I agree.
are there any Airsoft P50s? Let me see what that is exactly.
Oh.
Oh, it's a Caltech rifle.
Dude, that would be so cool.
So, I mean, there are things similar. It would probably be a pistol carbine kit. I know that we have one of the Strike Industry ones right here below us. I don't think you guys can see that. Maybe you can in this little shelf here. Don't point too much. But that looks kind of similar to that. But I don't think a company makes like a direct replica.
No company's gonna make a direct replica of anything, especially a Keltec.
Yeah, anything Caltech, probably not.
Airsofters don't do enough coke for that, so.
That is really interesting.
You'll probably find a lot of 3D printed kits for that, for like an AAP and something like that. But
dude, the split apart to a P90 mag is crazy.
yeah, no Airsoft.
Yeah, you're not finding that. You could definitely find a pistol carbine kit that looks the same. It's not going to take a P90 mag. But it's cool. That's an interesting rifle. That is really weird. I've never seen something like that before.
Keltec, how we love you.
Keltec is interesting.
The ginger
sure.
child is always the most interesting.
What are your thoughts on the Golden Eagle Matrix shotgun, and what do you think I should HPA tap a shotgun? The Golden Eagle Matrix one, that's the one we did a review for, right? I think so. That's the CO2 one? Or am I wrong? No, we did not. No, this is just a gas one. I'm not overly familiar with the Matrix ones. I do know Matrix brand as a whole is it's not terrible. Depending on what you get. For a gas shotgun, I would probably prefer something that I know has a bit more part compatibility. Like the Jagarm scatterguns are TM spec to a degree, so there's a lot more parts for them.
TM spec shotguns or Jags in general, because they're so popular.
Are the Matrix TM spec though is the question.
I don't know.
I don't know. I could not tell you for sure. Has a fixed hop up.
So probably not.
3 and 6 shot. I don't know. I mean the TM ones are fixed. Yeah. I'm not 100% sure. But I do think that if you get a gas shotgun, you should HPA tap it. And that is purely because your gas efficiency, like your shots are going to be way more
consistent.
Yeah.
Way more consistent.
Absolutely.
The one thing you just got to be careful with is just because you're HPAing it doesn't mean you should go above the operating pressure of, say, green gas or CO2. I'm going to say it's green gas. Is it CO2 or green gas?
This one's green gas.
Okay, so green gas operates at around 80 psi. So if you HPA tap it and you're like, ooh, I want to turn this into a sniper, don't. You're going to blow out an O-ring or screw something up in the gun. You can run it a little higher, like 85, 90 with no problems.
Yeah, I mean, I've run mine up to like 100 or something. But,
yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure the way the shotguns work is they have a gas reservoir, and when you tap it, it fills that reservoir.
Yeah.
And then your operating pressure out of the shotgun is relatively the same, regardless of PSI.
That's at least how the Jags are. The Jags use a reservoir, and that's why Oops bypassed the reservoir on his personal one. He went up
so that
through
you can
the gun.
you can up it a little bit. But if you do it right near your reservoir, which is the easiest way to tap, it is getting a KW or the CQB Russian taps, or what are the other brand?
I don't know the other brand.
I was gonna say KWA, but I don't think it's theirs. Anyways, you get the taps. They're so easy. You just unscrew your fill valve, take your O-ring off, put it on your tap, screw it right in, and it's done. And then, as we said, that is going to fill directly into your internal,
reservoir.
Reservoir. I just had it. And so then your operating pressure should be the same regardless of PSI. But as Justin said, if you go too high with your PSI, you can risk blowing those O-rings because it's not rated for that. So.
Another note to comment, when you're switching over from green gas, which has silicone in the bottle, to HBA, you just need to lube it every here and there. You don't need to fully strip it down, but if you get like some First Strike silicone oil droplets or was it T4E marker oil, both are the same thing, just silicone droplets. You could drop it into the little fitting and it'll just run through the system as if it were green gas. It'll just get aerated and blown through the system. So.
Yeah. I'll say that my personal Jagarm scatter gun that I tapped, I've ran probably, I'd say 40 hours through it now, like on the field, and I haven't lubed it once and it runs fine, so.
Oh, I'm thinking of the Springer. I was about to say, you've ran more than 40 hours.
No. My Jagarm's there, which I've ran quite a bit on the field, like CQB-wise, but I'd say like total actual field time, probably about 40 hours on it. And I haven't lubed it at all. It works fine, so.
Yeah. Well, John's had his for 2 years, and it still runs like a dream. So.
Yeah, but I also know ones that have broken straight out the box.
Well,
so
yeah,
that's one of the problems that I've seen is a little bit of QC, but if you get a good one, they're good, so.
What else we got?
Well, I Am Rolls came back to say, I run my Kappa KWA Ronin T6, yeah, that's what it looked like, with M7 G&G, and the Wolverine DMR with Polarstar Kythera. It's pretty good builds.
Okay.
So we love some good HPA in there, a little Polarstar Kythera. Hump Day Love Day, yes sir, Grey Bush, yes sir. Does anyone know where they sell a version 3 AK gearbox that's not high torque? I've been aiming to buy one with SEMA Platinum gear ratio. I mean, I believe you could just buy a SEMA Platinum gearbox, right?
Yeah, you should be able to just buy their gearbox, and then if you want to change it, like if it's still too torquey for you, you can just change the gear set in there, change out the motor, change out a few things. Shooting too hot, change the compression kit, take out the piston head, and put in a sillier one. Maybe cylinder needs some more holes in it.
Sillier one?
Yeah, cheaper brands usually seal less better, so.
Yeah, so this is a high-speed one. However, keep in mind, the high speed is just your motor. So you just replace your motor if you don't want that. But it looks like a complete Platinum Series gearbox with motor is going to run you about $115 on e-bike's website. And if you want that through us, we can order it. If you email our customer service sales at Amped Airsoft and ask us to order it, we can get it for you here at the shop. But I mean, that's probably going to be your best bet, is to just order a complete gearbox. You could try to build one out, but that'd be a pain.
Yeah, AGs are hard,
yeah.
Especially if it's your first time. The V3's probably not the better platform to start on.
No, V3s are definitely a pain to work on, as I've learned. But
getting that trigger in when you have everything already shimmed, you'll just explode it. You'll lose the shims. You have to go through, redo it. It's a mess.
Yeah.
Two-piece triggers suck. What else we got?
Eric talking about AI. The industry is so cheap, so with the advent of AI, expect to see it everywhere. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's
going to be a cancer that plagues every community, like airsoft, paintball.
Yeah, I mean,
Little league sports.
Any like, that's part of the thing with AI that I understand it's good, because if you're a small company or small content creator who doesn't have the funds for good equipment or the time or effort or anything, or even like, you know, the ability or creative ability, and using AI to help you with that can do a lot and actually allow you to make content you couldn't make before. But I don't know, as someone who makes that content, it feels to me personally a bit disingenuous. But like, I understand it at the same time. I mean, if I had a vision for what I wanted to make and I don't have the physical capability to do it, and AI lets me, I'm probably gonna use it. So like, no hard feelings to anyone who uses AI at all whatsoever.
Yeah, we're not shooting
do your
shots.
Thing, but
we're not shooting shots.
I ain't gonna use it.
I don't like when robots talk to me, so why would I like when... I hate when Siri talks to me. Why would I like when Siri paints a picture
I like
for
when
me,
Siri
you know?
talks to me, man. When I'm in my car, I'll be talking to Siri. I'll be having just chats. I'm like, hey Siri, how's the weather today? And she tells me, it's great.
It's like how those... Have you seen how people are spiraling into psychosis through ChatGPT? They're like having relationships with this AI.
Yeah, man. I'll have a relationship with ChatGPT.
No, that's bad.
Yeah, no, I won't actually.
Hey, Siri's at least Australian, or you can make her
Australian.
that way.
You can make her
that
that
go
way.
in the voice settings, make her Australian. It's great.
Greybush wants to know, wow, did you cut your hair, Logan?
No, I'm Justin. I'm one of the other guys here. I did get my hair cut on a live about a year ago.
That did happen.
If you want to go through Amp's old live streams, you'll see one with me in a barber jacket. And yeah, I'm just getting shaved bald pretty much. So.
Yeah, that was probably like a year and a half ago now.
Oh yeah, that was a while ago. That's when Tom and all was still here, right?
Yeah. That was when Tom and Wes were doing the live. Eric said, don't even waste your time on a real Caltech. You know, I watched a long time ago a video of, I want to say it was Demolition Ranch.
Oh, yeah.
Who did like a Caltech like demo, and it performed surprisingly well for what it was.
They're interesting guns. They're not anything I'd carry in a life or death situation, but they're fun range guns. They're cool concepts. They're the one gun company who's actually innovating, whether it's in a good way or a bad way.
They do be coming out with new things.
Is up to you.
I mean, as soon as I saw the P50, the pistol with the P99, I immediately knew Caltech was smoking something there.
Dude,
I was like, what are we doing?
Have you seen their 5.7 pistol?
Yes.
Dude, the top loader 5.7 is crazy hard. I like it.
Listen, I mean, whatever. You're innovating something. Kicking Mustang Green Mash restock. I believe we did just get some Kicking Mustang in. I saw it going through our like photos and website process. I'm not sure if it's the Green Mash specifically, or if it's new product or what exactly it is. But we will have more Kicking Mustang going up on the website. I know we do still have some older Kicking Mustang up there, as well as an open box skilly suit, I think, that might be up there. Unless that's sold. But yeah, keep an eye on our website. Kicking Mustang, we're always kind of restocking and getting when we can, but it does come from overseas, so it takes a little bit longer.
Sometimes we get the shipments in bits and parts, too. So, we'll order a whole bunch, we'll only get a third of it, and then we'll get another third of it in a week. And then it might be a month before we get that last third. Shipping's weird like that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what she said. You'll blow your own ring out. All right, great much. Thank you for the input. Polar Star. Who's going to take one event? These guys.
These guys. Are you coming down?
I don't know. I might come down for media. It depends.
As far as I'm concerned right now.
What's the date of it again?
August 2nd.
August 2nd. Okay.
As right now, I'm pretty sure it's just me and D2, but it'd be a pretty good event for media, I think, because they got, what, SYG Demo?
Yeah.
They got Demo going down there.
Okay.
I think they have Scott coming out too.
Hey, I'm down just to say what's up to the Polar Star guys. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, we're gonna see him in a little bit anyway.
Yeah,
Bash,
true.
probably.
True. Bull Bash. Woo. Yeah, we will be there. We'll be doing a table event and hanging out for the weekend. Who all exactly is going is still up in the air, but I know Justin might be going, and then I might be going. But we'll be there for sure. We'll have someone there, so we can say what's up. Poppins has something to say about AI. Been using ChatGPT like crazy to help me figure out how to make PVC patches, like cooking temps, mixture percentages, machine needed, sewing advice, as long as I don't dip into using it for drawing.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm curious, Poppins, how accurate that information is, because I know it usually is pulling that from general sources on the internet, and I don't know if it's always correct or not. I'd be curious if it is for you, because I've definitely had it give me some misinformation sometimes. Because it'll pull info from like a Reddit forum from 5 years ago, and I'm like,
I would assume AI is like 90% correct for the most part.
For the most part, but like specifically with airsoft stuff, it's not correct.
Well, airsoft's such a niche thing,
exactly,
and the few things.
But it'll tell me like it knows.
Yeah.
Like I'll be like, hey, what version gearbox is this gun? And it'll be like, oh, most of V2, and I'm like, okay, ChatGPT, sure. You're not right though.
you ever wonder if like AI watches our streams and like?
It learns on like everything. I think
that's terrifying.
Yeah, I think everything we post like on Instagram. I think part of Meta's terms of services is that they can train their Meta AI on it. So like.
So what if we purposely de-information the AI? So then we're the only.
People try, dude. People try. Trust me. People try to read fake. People try to give the AI, the robots, fake info. They do, trust me.
I don't think AI is a bad thing to use for some quick help. But
no, it's great. I use it for writing like oh my gosh, post captions and email blasts and stuff. Like just to help.
I think it's a good substitute, but it's not a good replacement.
Yeah.
Like if you are struggling with something, help it.
It's a tool.
Yeah, it's a tool.
It's not an employee. Yeah, it's interesting.
Let's talk about AEG tricks. Let's not.
Who said that?
Down there. Yep.
Oh, we'll get to that. Can't wait to tell October. That's when I'm going to HPA my 416. I was thinking Polar Star Jack. Polar Star Jack and a 416. That could be cool.
That could be cool. I mean, if it's a 416C, I'd say that'd be perfect for it. Just a little CQB killer. But if it's one of the
longer ones,
what, like the 416D or something like that, the full length ones. I mean, you might be better off with either a Wolverine or something dual solenoid for tunability for range. You know.
Yeah, it depends on what you're going for. I mean, I love the Polar Star Jacks because they're just simple single solenoid engines that plank, you know.
They're easy, they work, but there's always better, and that's the thing about Airsoft, you know. There's always a better engine for more money, you know.
That's always how it goes. I like the Jacks though. I think that'll be a cool build. Yeah, the gearbox they sent to me has a broken screw, so I can't open it. That's
awful.
That's rough. If you contact the company, they might, or I guess it depends on who you got it through. Because that's the Platinum Series version 3 gearbox he's talking about. Depends on who you got it through, but I mean, that's probably covered under warranty if you received it and it's messed up like that.
Should be, hopefully.
That's interesting though. It has a broken screw. If you bought it secondhand.
Is it like stripped from factory, or like what do you
Yeah.
mean by broken? I'm assuming you mean stripped.
Yeah, if it's stripped from factory, that's no bueno.
I mean, we get that every here and there.
We do.
We'll get like a max mag release, and the screw would just be torqued on there so hard you could see it. It's just a circle when it should be a Phillips cross.
Yeah,
you know?
and their machine was set just like slightly off the spec, and it just. It's today giveaway day. It is indeed giveaway day. 5 minutes till the giveaway. Call your friends. Call your enemies. Call your mom. Tell them all. Giveaways in 5 minutes.
Yeah, get more moms in the chat. Come on now. We're lacking with mothers.
Let's talk about AEG tricks. I really don't know what that means.
I think just like tricks and tips for working on them.
Dude, I'm gonna do a kickflip off my AEG.
Yeah, I hate AEGs. A good AEG will always outperform HBA, but
I just put one of the Perun clickers in my AEG, and I love that thing.
I
That
like
thing's
the
pretty sweet.
clickers so
I got
far.
it's the new Perun MOSFET trigger board in their clicker. It's pretty nice. It's pretty cool. It's the speeder, technically, is what I have.
Well, they have an HBA version too, which is really cool.
Yeah, which is being released. It's not released yet.
Oh.
And we will be talking about that in our upcoming review more, so you guys can wait to hear that. But that is some cool stuff coming up. If airsofters weren't so ugly, we wouldn't need AI art to promote events. You're not wrong.
Yo, he's kind of right, man.
He's kind of cooking. I pray it's right. Otherwise, I'm boned, I guess, because there are no English instructions and I don't speak Chinese. Otherwise, ChatGPT can't even tell if my chickens are roosters or hens. Yeah, that's what I worry about sometimes, but it is a fast way of getting information. I think it's similar to like back in the day when you use like Wikipedia to write a paper. It's like a really good starting source, but you just want to confirm that information.
Yeah, no, that's actually a really good analogy.
Yeah.
I like that.
I think nowadays though, I trust Wikipedia way more. I just go with what it says. Yo, hello from Hawaii. What's up?
Hawaii? Where even is that? I know where Hawaii is, guys. I'm just rotted. I'm brain rotted.
Such a dumb thing to say. Yeah, that's when you got a bad haircut and the live boys fix you up.
I get bad haircuts often. I have a really weirdly shaped head. It's a common occurrence in my life.
Polishar said, we'll see y'all there for Take 1 Takeover. Bolt Bash is cool. Bolt Bash is cool.
It is very cool.
Bolt Bash, if you guys didn't know, we talked about it a little bit last week. We're going to be putting out more official stuff probably this week and the next week. But October 25th, Pittsburgh, PA, Bolt Bash all day. Be here. It'll be fun. Clear your calendar.
Do we have a food truck organized yet?
We do have a food truck. I'm going to wait to tell you guys what it is because I'm not 100% sure if that is confirmed, but we should have a food truck here. So that's food. That's obviously vendors. That's people doing their swap meet thing.
A lot of rewards, a lot of giveaways.
We'll be doing a lot of giveaways as we do every year. We try to make it as many giveaways as we possibly can. So definitely check that out. I just finished my Fallujah kit, but it's Woodland Marpat.
No, that's fine. That's fine. What's wrong with that?
I don't think they ran Woodland Marpat in Fallujah.
It's the spirit of the kid.
Sure,
you know?
yeah.
The
No, that's
camo
cool.
don't matter if all the gear's right. You know?
Well,
Eric's probably like foaming in this.
me and Eric and our impressionists are crumpling, but
Yeah,
no, that's cool.
I don't care for impression or being kosher, but
No, as long as it's comfortable and you like it, that's cool.
what's the better platform, the HK416A5 or the Mark 18 fully upgraded, no HBA? So we're talking AG wise?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. I mean, if you're talking right out of the box, probably the VFC. It's the Avalon series.
What Mark 18? Are we talking Daniel Defense, like the EMG branded one, or the VFC branded one?
He said VFC Mark 18.
Oh, he did say that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Man, I don't know. I've had a lot of good luck with the VFC Mark 18 stock.
Yeah,
They
they're
kind of work. They just work, you know?
Yeah, okay, it is. It's the Daniel Defense mix, anyways. It's the same thing. It's licensed by, but it's the Avalon. It's the VFC Avalon. I would probably go with VFC personally. I mean, that being said, the HK416A5 is not bad by any means. But I just think straight out of the box performance, you're getting, well, he said totally fully upgraded. I mean, fully upgraded, both of them could be performing just as
if
good
they're
as
both
each other.
fully upgraded,
they're both going to perform
with the same things. Whichever one has the longer barrel is going to be better in the end.
Yeah,
you know, like,
so
that's it.
Yeah. Let's see. We'll answer one or two more questions before I pull our winner. Is that M81 Pants? Yes, sir. We're in Pennsylvania. Gotta rock the M81. It is. What do we call it? We gotta call it. It's God's camo.
Oh,
M81.
No, it's not God's camo. That's multicam, man.
God's camo is not multicam. Don't ever say that to me again. It's ridiculous.
Hey, I like my OR1, man. AOR1 is pretty hard.
Repair Airsoft hit us with a.
Oh, the screw head is missing.
Oh, it's just gone. I've tried to drill press and can't get it out. I would definitely send photos to whoever you ordered it from and let them know that that's the case. They might have a warranty for it. They might be able to replace it. Or you might be out of luck. But I would, at minimum, reach out with photos to wherever you bought it and see if there's something that they can do for you.
He's already tried drilling it, too. That's hard.
Yeah.
If it's not working when you're trying to drill it out, you got to go through their customer service.
Yeah, you gotta.
You're going to cook both sides of that shell if not, you know.
But it is 1:30. We're going to do a poll real quick. I'm just going to do it off camera so that I don't dox anybody.
Oh, we love doxing our customers.
But let me tell y'all how many people we have entered as soon as it. We have 362 winners, or entrants, not winners. People entering. One winner.
Let's see it.
Leilau Airsoft.
Leilau Airsoft.
Congratulations to Leilau Airsoft. I will pin this.
You'll be getting your really cool binoculars pretty soon. That's all I can say about it, you know.
Yeah, congratulations. This is one of the cooler giveaways we've done, for sure.
This is the coolest giveaway we've done, for sure. It's not a question. It's pretty
yeah,
rad.
it's definitely cool.
Let's see, what other questions we got going on?
Yeah, take a look, Ski. I'm just gonna,
Oh no, they're talking about Anthrocon.
Yes!
No.
Anthrocon.
All right, so Billy says, hey, yo, I saw that Anthrocon was just in Pittsburgh. How many furries do you guys have there? I know the one guy dresses
love
up
the
as a
furries,
unicorn.
man. We love them
Okay,
all.
Logan's a bit different. He's not full furry. He's like one of them half-breeds.
You talking about Kabinski?
Yeah.
Kaminsky, you know what? I'm gonna start the rumor now. He is a furry.
It wouldn't surprise me. He might be a furry, but
I'm gonna tell everyone now he is.
during Anthrocon, it's awful because you'll just walk around and there's fursuits everywhere. In the middle of summer, by the way, it's not winter here. It's hot. So
I don't mind, dude. I think it's fun.
You don't mind?
I don't mind at all. I think it's fun.
I've thought about going down there and protesting it just for
Bro, why would you do that?
Dude, just stand on the side of the road with a sign that just says, like, repent in front of all the furries.
That's crazy.
It'd be a great time.
I think you should be a little more inclusive of our furry friends.
Oh.
I got no problem. I mean, I know we have plenty of people who are furries in the airsoft community who come to the field and play and stuff. And I mean, I think it's cool, you know. If I'm being honest, I personally don't put dressing up as an animal that far away from dressing up as a soldier.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
It's in the same, like, bubble sphere of niche hobbies, in my opinion. There's a lot of crossover there. So whatever you have fun with, whatever you enjoy spending your time and money on, go for it, you know. But it is really funny because every year Pittsburgh has the largest convention for furries, the Anthrocon, and they flood into the city, and it's interesting. It's an interesting time, and it's pretty cool. And it's.
I think Justin's a little fur curious. No.
Yeah, Justin's he's what do we call it?
What do you call it?
Compensating?
I'm compensating.
You're
I'm masking.
Yeah, you're Yeah. You're being very anti because you're afraid someone's gonna out you. As well. That's what's going on. Listen, there is a rumor in the company here, and it's not even a rumor. It's been confirmed that Justin is a furry.
Stop.
This has been since day one. We've known, and it's okay.
I'll turn off this mic right now.
We love him nonetheless. Let's see. Do you know of any sub 100 WeTech compatible rifle length quad rail? There are plenty. I could not tell you off the top of my head, but I mean, AliExpress probably has plenty of really cheap rails that are compatible. keep in mind a lot of rails are going to need slight modification on airsoft guns. Get one cheap and do it. You know, Dremel it out, glue it together, whatever you got to do. Make it look cool, 3D print parts. I'm all about customizing your rifles, so I say go for it.
This is a good question. If you could play with one platform for the rest of your life, what would it be?
One platform?
One platform of gun. That's a good one.
I mean, mine would just be AKs, if we're talking like a very blanket platform.
Really?
Yeah, there's so many AK variants I could run, and I run them all day. I love them.
Oh, man, I don't know. Part of me wants to go with something adverse, like a pistol. Like...
Yeah, but like, what if you're doing outdoor, Milson? Imagine you can only run a pistol
Dude,
forever.
I'll run a 308, MTW 308 all day. SR25 platform supremacy.
Well, that's what he said. He's asking what, so what platform? You're saying you don't, so then if you do CQB, you're stuck with your full-length SR28.
Dude, that's fine.
20,
I'll just throw off a kid in the head with my 10-inch barrel, you know? That's
yeah, Eric agrees, AK. We gotta read back on some of these Instagram comments.
Yeah, we've been missing.
But you said your 308?
308 platform.
308 platform.
SR25.
I would go AK platform. As I said, so much variation. I didn't read this comment. I know the one guy dresses up as a unicorn is actually so funny. I did not read. You didn't read that.
I did read that part.
Did
I not?
You read, I know the one guy dresses up as a unicorn. That's so funny to think that Logan could be a furry and his furry persona is a unicorn.
Oh, man. I saw something on Instagram.
That'd be really funny.
It was like someone made a JT ProFlex mask with a giant horn where the mouth is. Tristan Art and Airsoft posted about it. Shout out Tristan.
Funny.
That guy posted some good Airsoft memes.
I love that. Alphonse is pretty for all over us who needs AI. Pretty enough for all of us. Okay.
Oh, okay. I see.
Okay. Great. Something you'll learn is Gray Bush, I think, has a stroke every time he types out a message. He struggles.
He's got them fat fingers, dude.
What did he say? M81 is God, baby. Yeah, Logan's a furry official news. It's like one of the city's biggest economic injections every year. It is. They spend a lot of money here in the city.
Dude, we need to go back to making steel. We need something else.
I don't know. I'd rather have the furries than steel. I'm sorry. Justin used to wear a tail around the shop. He did. That is true fact information.
Can't say that. That was for Halloween only.
Graybush said L86. I'm assuming that is in terms for platform, maybe. You want to run an L86 forever, though?
That's
the.
Why would you torture yourself?
That's
though?
That's the British LMG.
Why would you torture yourself?
I don't know.
That's awful, man.
I don't know, man. That is a crazy pick.
That is a crazy.
That's a crazy pick.
Wild take from Bush.
I wish I won. I would have duct taped that thing to my WeTech AK.
Hey, it would have been effective though.
It would have been.
It wouldn't be zeroed, but if you're just trying to figure out where they're at and then
I just imagine getting like, this thing and just.
Do you ever wonder, like, what if some like 14-year-old kid won this thing?
Yeah, probably.
The thing we gave away, like. What is he gonna do with it?
I don't know. Go watch birds in the middle of the night or something.
His father are gonna steal that for.
There's cool stuff out there with these. These things are cool, man. You can go, cheat at your local night game.
Can I work here at 15? What is it? 16's the PA?
16 is the minimum, I believe, for Pennsylvania.
16 with a permit, I think.
You need a work order, yeah. But yeah, we start hiring at 16. But we're not hiring right now. I don't think. We might be. I'm not sure. But at 16, you could apply. Just got a Kythera from y'all. I'm super excited. Appreciate the support, man. Hope you enjoy it. If you need any help installing, shoot us a message.
Always.
Just to be different. Very different.
Just to be different?
Yeah,
you're going to be
that is different
with that choice, man.
Yeah, using an L86.
L86 is a crazy pick.
All right, let's see what events we got coming up.
Oh, man, we got TRPs,
We do have TRPs.
Take One Arena.
As we said, I don't believe we'll be at their training event this Sunday, but at the end of the month, on July 27th, we will be at their Vietnam-era game, which I didn't know there was a Vietnam-era game. I might pull out some of my Vietnam kits.
I didn't know you had Vietnam kit.
Oh yeah, dude. I got the. You want to run Vietnam with me? You can do. I have.
Are we doing like GI or NBA?
Nah, no, NVA, bro. I
Oh,
got
dude,
I
I'll
got
run
two of the
NVA.
full NVA uniform, the
Dude,
green bean uniforms.
I'll pull out my
roll
105.
those.
It might not be kosher.
You know, get some rice patty hats.
I'll get a rice patty.
Yeah. No, we need to get the full wood, just the wood grip AKs.
Oh yeah.
With the Chi-Com rigs.
Oh yeah.
Super cheap kit, but I'm so down to run that.
Hey,
for
cheap
TRB.
kits work the best, man.
Dude, I just need something that's not gonna kill me, dude. The German kit in that heat, oh my lord.
Yeah,
dude,
how was that?
It's
How
too
was
much
that?
gear. I died of heat exhaustion on game one.
Hey, the photos looked really good.
That was
goes
the-
for
that
you
was-
too, Eric.
listen.
They did look good.
Listen, half my airsoft is just getting good photos. But next weekend, not this weekend, next weekend, we will be at Op Santa Muerte, which is Centurion. That is at Mascatuck Urban Training Center in Indiana. So if you're going up there, say what's up. We'll be up there. You guys can get night vision rentals as well as any of your pre-orders for that event now on our website. I
If
believe
you're going to that event, you need Real ID now.
if you're from PA.
I thought it was from anywhere.
Real ID is only a Pennsylvania thing.
No, it's not.
I'm pretty sure it is.
It's for domestic flights. That would be every state. It started in PA a few years ago, yeah, but it's pretty much everywhere, I thought, no?
I'm pretty sure it's just a PA thing.
All states and territories.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why.
Why did I think it was just PA?
It,
I thought
it started with just PA. And
I thought that
then,
since we were a Commonwealth, we were required it, but other states weren't. Every
No.
state's required a real ID. Okay.
like a few months ago, they required it for getting on any airplane, and now
Interesting.
most military bases, sites, training sites, anything like that will also require it.
I knew that. I just thought the real ID was only a Pennsylvania thing. Okay, yeah. If you're going to Massachusetts, it is a military base. You will need a real ID to get on site. I know that there's been some concerns about that, but yeah, just make sure you get a real ID before you go up there, if you haven't already. I'm sure if you have tickets to that game, they probably notified you of that, or at least I hope so. If I'm the first person telling you, then sorry.
Do you prefer a vintage AK or modern AK? Dude, that's a...
Prefer. If I'm gonna...
Prefer as a wall hanger, old AK all day. Prefer for gameplay, modern 105, dude.
I don't know. I mean, because, like, yeah, the modern is going to be better probably across the board because it has more customization. It fits a little bit more ergonomically, and it's
Yeah.
more comfortable and all that stuff. It has all the bells and whistles that, like, I would need on the field.
Yeah.
That being said, there is something about just plain stock, no attachments, wood AK that feels good when you're running it. So
I guess.
I would have to say modern in general, but a vintage AK is sweet in its own right, especially if you're doing like a kit, like a you know, a VA kit or whatever.
Yeah.
It can be cool. But then to continue with our events, top of August we got Midsummer Nightmare, which is that's Stag Ops.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then MSW Balkar Strike at the end of August.
Oh, where's that at?
Fern Glen, PA. I think that's
That's not
Battlefront.
That's not Battlefront.
No, not Battlefront. Sorry,
BFR?
BFR.
I
Is
don't
it?
think
Is it?
that's BFR.
No.
BFR is in what, Tanning?
It was in Fern Glen.
It's in a,
Looks like it's just a Valley network.
oh.
Oh, I might have to go this one. I didn't know this was a thing. Oh, I knew it was a thing. I just didn't know where it was. Dude, why is this computer not letting me copy
Because
paste?
it's an Apple device.
Well, the problem is that it's an Apple device running Windows.
Oh, there you go.
What was it? Fern Glen?
Fern Glen, yeah. All caps. Yep, there you go.
How far away is this?
There's a place in Pittsburgh named Nuremberg. What?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No. I know we have Berg and everything, but I didn't think we were that German.
It's
Jeez.
almost Philly.
Oh, that's other. So that's what, probably 5-hour drive.
No. This is probably 4 hours. It's probably 4 hours.
Oh, it's not that far from State College. Yeah, I'd say 4.5.
Yeah, it's not bad. Because this is where my significant other's from, and that's only a 3-hour drive. So I might stay up there, man. Drive up there.
Hey, that'd be the move. Hang out with Pookie and her family,
Yeah,
then
exactly.
go LARP with the boys.
Go LARP all weekend.
Why not?
What a
man?
great time. Yeah, so those are the events coming up. Hopefully we'll see you guys there. Make sure you get pre-orders, night vision rental, anything you guys want. I'm out. Have a great day. See you later, Graybush. Thanks for joining us. Amped Airsoft hired me when I was 12. Is that true, Eric?
Yeah, is that true?
I
I don't know. I have no idea.
could believe that's true, but Lightning said hi, hello.
Hi, Lightning.
I think this guy won one of our past giveaways.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I think so. I forget which one, but I recognize the name.
Sweet. I'm pretty sure he followed me on Instagram. That name sounds familiar.
Yeah. Coco Bear. Sup, fellas? Stupid question. We love them.
We love him.
Would you rather have a replica that only shoots 100 feet, but 1 MOA accuracy, or a replica that shoots 350 feet, but has the accuracy of a 300 MOA, 25-foot diameter? I'll be watching later.
100% option 1, because at least with my mindset, I'm not always thinking Milsim. For a speed field, having a 1 MOA gun that only shoots 100 foot would basically be cheating on a speed field, you know? So I would choose that one.
Yeah, because it'd be dead accurate. Yeah.
Dead accurate, yeah.
Yeah, it depends on the build. I mean, if I'm running, that's hard, because if you're running outdoor, I'm thinking outdoor specifically, because indoor you're gonna pick the 100 foot all day long. There's no reason to go the other option.
Yes.
So outdoor specifically is what I'm thinking.
For outdoor, I'd probably still have to choose the 100 foot, because having a, what is it? A 25-foot diameter firing cone,
bad. Yeah.
that you're not going to get anything. I would much rather run up to a guy and try to get him in that 100 feet.
But like if I'm running a sniper rifle and I have only a 100-foot distance, it's kind of like. But I would rather it be straight at 100 feet than all over the place at 350.
Yeah.
I think the exception would be an LMG.
Oh yeah.
I'll take an LMG at 350 with a big wide old MOA, you know, just launching them 350 feet and they're just everywhere. It's fine. I don't care.
I spent at least $1,000 on Airsoft, but haven't been able to go to a field. I would give it a shot, man. Fields are fun. I mean, backyard Airsoft is definitely supreme, but like fields and events are always a good time. You meet some other people in the hobby, but you'll spend a lot more. Don't worry.
Yeah, $1,000 is only the start, believe me.
Oh, dude,
it's a problem.
Yeah, just wait till you're like 10 grand in. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, definitely look at what fields are in your area, see what games and events are going on. You know, it's always worth showing up to even to like a pickup game if you play just like 1 or 2 matches. You know, don't gotta take it too seriously. Just because we take it way too seriously does not mean you do. You can show up and have a little bit of fun and go home. You don't gotta do everything we're doing. Eric said, yes, I'm 15 now. Okay, all right.
I think he's
thanks.
lying.
I think he might be lying. I think he might be.
I think he's fibbing.
I think he might be lying to us here, guys.
Has YouTube got any comments? Or wait, no, that's YouTube.
We're caught up on both right now. I can check our Twitch, but if I'm being 100% honest, I think Twitch only updates it based on when you're in it.
Yeah.
So weird. I think if we had any comments prior to now, yeah, they won't populate, but we might not have even had any.
If you're on Twitch, comment now. Now's the time.
We have 1 person on Twitch.
Whoa, so many
viewers. Twitch viewers, fantastic. Yeah, so we are going to have another giveaway that's going to go live tomorrow at 11 a.m. It's going up. It is for the Wii Galaxy pistol. They're cool. They feel good. I mean, they're like a heavier metal version of the AAP01, yeah. But so we'll be giving one of those away, and that post will be going up, and then it's the same thing as it always is. You share it, tag a friend, and make sure you're following us. And then if you want extra entries, you can go over to our website and enter in there. That is all available to you. And then we'll be giving that away in 2 weeks on the Lunchtime Live. So that'll kind of start tomorrow, so you can keep your eyes out for that. But the AGM winner was announced earlier as Lalo Airsoft, and they have about 48 hours to get back to us before we redraw that and give it away. So,
please don't get back.
yeah, other people really want it. So, how are you feeling about the impending MSW, Ross? I ain't gonna lie, I'm nervous, man. I'm not in shape enough for it.
What, for the Fern Glen?
No. He's talking about Black Sea Storm, Black Sea Strike. What's the name of it?
I think I've heard of that one.
It's their one in December. It's their Super Bowl event.
Oh, you're gonna go to that as your first MSW?
Yeah.
That sounds like a terrific idea.
Yeah. Black Sea Storm. Yeah.
If you're rolling with Eric and all of his German goblins.
Yeah. I'm doing the German kit. I gotta finish up some pieces for the recce side of it. Specifically, I need the smock and stuff. But I mean, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also nervous just because I'm kind of out of shape. I've been telling myself I got to get in shape before going, and I haven't really been doing anything to like proactively do that.
You'll be fine.
I got to do some rucks.
Nah, you'll be fine.
I want to do some rucks.
You'll be fine. Who needs to practice rucking? Just
dude, I don't know, man. It's gonna be rough, but I'm looking forward to it. It should be fun.
I think you'll have fun.
I should.
Yeah, I was nervous about going to my first Stag Ops event, and I went to what was it? Spring Offensive 16 or 15?
Sure, yeah.
It was one of them. I had a blast, great time. Was beat, but hey.
Yeah, Eric said we can do some ruck walks, Yeah, I mean, I'm not nervous about any of the, like, playing or milsim aspects. I've been doing enough milsims. I'm honestly just nervous that my body physically will not be able to carry my gear for 48 hours, like, up and down hills and in this swampy back area of Georgia.
You gotta do some squats, man.
I know. That's what I mean. I just need to get myself in, like, enough shape that I won't die on a hill. Because, like, right now, I'll probably die on the hill, honestly. I mean, I'm walking on TRP in the direct action kit. I don't even have a ruck on, and I'm dying. I mean, granted, it's 102 degrees.
And it was humid as all that day,
Yeah. Yeah, Eric, I'm totally down to go to Raccoon.
Oh, yeah.
He said I'm the only one here. Yeah, Eric, definitely let me know. Because I'm down to ruck it. We can do some night rucks. We can go out with the nods. Yeah, we can do it.
We got someone on YouTube.
I didn't know you guys do live streams. We do. We do live streams every single Wednesday at 1 p.m. It is our lunchtime live where we answer all of your airsoft-related questions and other things that you want to talk to us about.
Anything, just type, man.
Yeah, we just be chatting here. We just be hanging out. It's a great way to really be pretty direct with you guys, our community.
All right, let's get political on live.
All right, let's start talking politics. So yeah, that's it's a cool thing we get to do every week. So glad that you were able to come and join us for that. But we only have about 9 minutes left, so if there's any final questions, we would love to hear it. Is there anything going on you want to talk about?
It was silently announced, if you haven't brought this up on the live stream already, but for those who care, the F1 Polar Star engine will be discontinued silently. Yeah. It's first losing support with the...
They're not really discontinued. They're just stopping support.
They're stopping support, and then it's gonna silently stop. But for now, they're gonna stop making different nozzles for it, different O-ring kits. I think the unit itself will be available for a little bit longer, but I imagine they'll eventually pull that as well. So if you want to get a probably soon to be discontinued engine, we still probably have a few Polestar F1s in stock if you want to check.
True.
How much does it cost to HPA tap a Cybergun Featherweight M249?
Well, you would not be tapping it.
Yes.
You would be HPA converting it.
Yes.
Which would be getting a full engine put in there. Which, depending on your engine, is going to cost you a few $100s.
I mean, you could really HPA it with a jack, and I'm sure it'd work. But
Sure.
with the featherweights, I've had really good luck with F2s, and the Wolverine Inferno is honestly a really underrated LMG engine. I've put it into 2 LMGs now, and they've been pretty good. So they haven't come back, and they shot like a dream. So,
Well, there you go. You doing any barrel builds with those, or?
Oh yeah, I mean, nothing too special with the barrels. Most of the people use the stock hop-up. They don't even grab the bull gear.
Did you give the guy a price estimate on what that would cost to do
Not
that to
counting the featherweight. Assuming you already have the featherweight, assuming you're maybe just doing a bucking nub, the engine itself, you're not doing a barrel. I mean, most airsoft engines go for $300 to $400, especially if you're looking for a higher performance one to go in your LMG, so it feeds properly, it does everything as it should. $300 to $500 will probably cost you, depending on what you're putting in there. Because you could go all out. You could get an edgy barrel. You could do bucking nub. You could get the bull gear hop up.
You could also leave it stock and just put a jack in there.
You could also just do that for like what are jacks? 350?
Something like that.
350.
Yeah.
So
if you're doing it yourself
levels.
too, it might only be that, or if you have us do it or someone else, there's gonna be a little bit of labor cost, just a little bit. I don't think we charge much for labor really.
Here we go. I just ordered your last Gen 3 Nexus Speedsoft gun. Very good. They are very interesting engines. I like the Nexuses.
I also like the Nexus.
The only thing I don't like about them, and you'll notice this when you get your gun in the mail, the engine itself doesn't have a hole cut for the floral pin, the Seni body pin. Yeah. So
yeah, we've talked about that before on here for sure.
Okay,
That's really our main criticism, and that's just it helps hold it in place for nozzle alignment and stuff. So not having that makes it a little harder to get your alignment right, but It's
They're
really not
very
a big deal.
cool engines, though. Being able to shoot in full auto without a battery is definitely a change of pace from always forgetting to plug it in and stage.
Yeah, it's really cool. I've said it before. I've said it a few times already, and I'm going to say it again. But I'm really looking forward to hearing about Nexus's Milsim version of the engine.
They did tease that.
Mech Labs says they're going to release. Let's see if there's any new information.
Yeah, Mech Labs USA. They be putting out some behind the scenes stuff.
It's not Mech Labs USA.
Or that's their Instagram handle, is it not? Yeah, Mech Labs US.
That is their Instagram handle. However, they are not from the US, so their company itself is not called that.
That is their US people, and they show some behind the scenes stuff of all their engines they're working on. They even have a whole gun built around the Nexus engine.
They do have their own.
What is that called? It is the Arc 1?
Something like that.
It's something like that, but it is made for the Nexus engine that the customer is talking about, so they're very cool guns.
What is Mech Labs US is their website? That's crazy. Okay.
Not in the US. Shut up, Ross.
I'm just telling you what is it. I don't know. See what they got. But yeah, so engine, and then they
got their Nexus engine.
Where is their?
They're not gonna have it posted because it's not
No,
out yet. But they teased it. I know they teased it.
It was on here. It said it. Whatever.
Eh,
Whatever.
I'm sure that will be a talking point once that comes around.
I'm excited if that's a thing. Yeah, I saw your video gameplay is good. Thank you. That was me out on the field playing with it. I was having fun. I was blasting people. Yeah, the Nexuses are fun, especially in the Gen 3 Lancers. They're pretty nice.
Yeah, the AirTech Lancers are a pretty cool collab. They're doing another collab with Eddie Valiant right now. They got pretty much just it's their new Gen 4s. And they got a little signature in the magwell from. Yeah, I feel like Lancer's been up to a lot of things recently.
Lancer has been up to a lot of things recently.
They not to say that every company doesn't do much, but in recent time they've done quite a few collabs and quite a few interesting things. So I'll give them that. You know, they're trying to spice up the community.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm a big fan of it.
Are you looking at their Arc 1?
I'm just looking at all their stuff here, yeah.
The Arc 1 is really cool. I've gotten to shoot that in person. It's really cool. It is going to be better than the Nexus standalone just because it's made for that gun. But it has an inline hop-up, so it can never lose nozzle alignment. It has a training mode. So
the trigger is weird.
Oh, the trigger is weird.
That's
but it's a magnetic trigger, man.
Yeah, I know. Well, because the Nexus is, yeah.
But
the Nexus gearbox is fitting in here, dude. This looks small.
Well, they're machined differently. They made
this
this
not
first.
The drop-in.
They made this
first. So this is not a V2 build, then I'm guessing.
No, it's like how an MTW is. It is made for the operating system. They then took this operating system, dumbed it down, and made it into the Nexus drop-in.
Huh.
That's what they did. But,
interesting.
The Arc 1 has a training mode. There's a small button somewhere near where the reg would usually be on a Euro build, and if you click it, you use almost no air, but it still actuates the solenoid and uses like the tiniest bit of air. So if you have a loaded mag, it won't launch a BB, but it will. You could properly practice like fluttering or whatever speed soft junk you need to do.
That's really weird. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Huh. That's cool.
Real innovative. Are we about wrapped up? 3 minutes.
We got about 3 minutes left if anyone wants to get your last questions in. Instagram's pretty much slowed down, and YouTube is kind of the same. So do you guys think Nexus V2 is better than any other engine on the market? That is...
No.
It's really dependent on what you want.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even as a Speedsoft engine specifically, if you want... say, rate of fire, it's not going to be your go-to just because it is a mechanical engine. It has a hard reset, so you can't get that, like, super fine-tuned. Now, if you want trigger response, it has really good trigger response.
It does.
But your rate of fire is not going to be as high as what you could get out of probably, like, an F2. You know, if I want a sniper rifle, the Nexus is not going to be my pick.
I think the Nexus is going to be really, really good for people who just go to open plays, typically indoor, and honestly for speed builds like that aren't the Arc 1.
Yeah.
Like, I think it will work really well in Euro builds. It's set up to be used with a Euro grip.
Yeah. No, there's CQB beasts because there's no battery. You hook it up to air and it fires, and it feels nice. It's snappy. It's responsive. But if there are specific things you want out of your build, like range or rate of fire,
reliability, stuff like that. I mean, this system has 5 O-rings in it versus...
It does have a lot of O-rings in it.
Yes, it has a lot of O-rings into it. So if you're playing outdoors in colder areas, you might want to switch over to, say, an N7 Milsim or something with only 1 or 2 O-rings to shrink on you, you know?
Yeah, that is true. If you're playing in the cold, you have a lot of O-rings that could possibly shrink. So you could have leaking in certain weather environments. So there's a lot of, I mean, there's positives and negatives, as it is with any engine. It's kind of hard. I would not tell you any one engine is the best on the market. I would never say that.
I will say that the F2 is only the best on the market because it's adaptability.
See, but even the F2,
you can put an F2 in anything. There was a guy on Reddit who put an F2 in a literal nail gun, like for home renovations. You can you can do anything with them. They're just a bit expensive, and the design is definitely old. I'm sure someone like Gate came out with their Pulsar D, which is also dual solenoid, which I mean I've heard a lot of good things about, but you know, optical sensors are always hard to work with. You know, you get one smudge on it and it won't want to work properly or whatever. Lol.
LOL. Yeah. I think bottom line is there's not one of anything in Airsoft for you. There's always other options. There's always going to be something that's just as good or better. That's just how it works.
It's always changing too. I mean, you know, F2 used to be probably the best engine a few years ago, but now there's so many other good designs out there. Labubu will drop on website.
We'll finish it off with that, Eric. Thank you very much.
We will get Labubus in just for you.
Labubus are dropping just for Eric. But it is 2 o'clock. Thank you guys so much for joining us on our Wednesday lunchtime live. We'll be back here next week at 1 p.m. to do what we do every week. So please join us. Litzy wants to know where's the Nexus go on the chart. Real quick, on my tier list, I would put Nexus probably A tier, maybe even low A tier, but definitely A tier.
A or B tier for sure. It's not going anywhere below B tier for sure. It's a good engine.
It's up there on the list 100%, but I just wouldn't take it to that S tier yet until I get a little more.
Nothing hits S tier unless it's on the market for a long enough time to know that there's not any major QC issues or not any major design oversights, you know? Once it's been on the market for a year or two, if it's not showing any catastrophic issues, I could move it up a tier for sure. Yeah, Time will tell.
That's the biggest thing with the Nexus right now. It's a new enough engine. We've got to see how it performs a year down the line. But as of right now, they're solid and definitely worth it. But that is all the time we have for today. So, see you guys next week. Justin, send them off as I shut all our stuff down.